Hi, and welcome to chapter 2 in actually introduction of Bernard, our What.io assistant. In this chapter, we're going to look at some basic steps how to scrape a website and extract the information in different ways, and let Bernard basically fix all the data set and all the columns and everything into a CSV file that we can import into What.io in a very efficient way. So Bernard welcomes us here, and what I want to do is to take this DJI Neo, and since Amazon doesn't really allow JSON files to be get directly from the website, and I cannot also give OpenAI or the Bernard the website, the URL to Amazon. They stopped that right now. I can always select everything. I copy, and then I simply paste it into the chatbot here. And what will happen is that very quickly now he will actually build the product file ready to be imported. So we can download the DJI Neo product file. It's super simple. And then in the What.io product session in the back office, you have import products. You can add products manually, fill out everything. But now, since Bernard helped us do a perfect data structure for this drone, we instead choose to update. So we update here. We take this one and we say open. And now everything should be matched. So they all of them look good. We do an import. And now what happens is that What.io will process this in the background for us. And I will just do a short refresh. Here we are, DJI Neo UK camera. And just for showing you a little bit more in detail, I will use a little bit more space of the window. So we can see if we go in and say edit now, we have the product name, product number, GTIN number. We can add drone, of course. We can also see that it filled out the product by URL, descriptions, everything like that. He didn't drop the images. Images are super easy, screen capture. You can also allow Bernard, he can modify the picture, he can change the aspect ratio, he can remove stuff in the background, and so on and so forth. Right now I will just very quickly get these. They should be somewhere here on the desktop. So I will take these two images. I will just drop them in here. So we have some nice ones. Okay, maybe that one we will save. Okay, you see I can also edit this in What.io. Let's save that one for later. We do save changes. And yeah, let's have a look. Let's generate the QR code, and we have the QR code generated. We can obviously open the link just to have a quick check. You see we have now here we have some spare part information. We still don't have the spare parts obviously, but we did the top level of the DPP is made that quick. Before we start working more on that and using Bernard in a more effective way, I would like to show another example of what we can do. So you might see up here in the URL that I have format equals JSON. So if we delete that again, this is actually a product page from a beautiful 3D printed side table, and there's of course metadata behind it. And what's nice with more or less all Shopify pages today is that you have the ability to add the query in the back. If you add question mark format colon JSON, it will push the JSON out. So in this case, it's super easy. We either copy the JSON, or in this case, we can actually send the URL. So let's try that. Let's take the URL instead. Say copy, and then we tell Bernard, hi Bernard, can you make a new product for me? It is a 3D printed table. Here is the URL, and it generates JSON directly. And we paste the URL. I was a little bit too quick there, but here you are. So now let's see, and of course it's easier. Okay, it says he cannot do it for some reason. We copy it. That's just as well. And let's see what he comes out. He's analyzing it. And you see, now it's ready for import. So again, same story, we download. And we simply go to import product. It wants we have to go to the downloads again. And here it is, paper plane. And here we are, and then we say import. It started in the background. Let's take a refresh. Okay, still not ready. Here we are, a couple of seconds. Let's move this out a little bit. And yeah, we can go into the product editor directly. And of course, we can also put a category in. Probably we have furniture. Let's do that. And you see, it filled out as much as the information was. So pretty quickly we generate a DPP just by using the JSON function of some websites. So that's always something you can check if you do that. And obviously now we can have a quick look. There will be no image at this point, but the DPP will be here, and it will be. Oh yeah, we got some from the category. We got some pictures, so because we selected a category, but from the product data there is no picture, and that's something we will work on in the next episodes. That was basically what I had for Bernard. How he can actually take JSON files, he can take HTML, pure code, he can just turn that into a perfectly importable product data set for What.io. It's a very good way of working. So thank you very much.